Hello and welcome to this tutorial. My name's Greg with byteWORTH Solutions. This is our website. I will be posting this video, this tutorial, on byteWORTH at a later time. At this point, I would like to show you how to set up an agent station to work with the Vicidial system. Okay, first we're going to download a soft phone. Prior to doing this tutorial or going through this with me, you should have a headset, hopefully one that you're going to spend around $50 on to have a good experience on the phone with anybody. And for our tutorial, I'm using a USB headset. It's not the only way to do this. And I'm using a Plantronics black wire. You can purchase through us the Plantronic black wire as well. So I'll get on with this. We keep a copy of the Zoiper soft phone on our website. We do this because they have a later version that we don't like. Seems to complicate things more so than their classic version. So I'm going to download it. www.byteworth.com. You'll type that in, /shared files /zoiper.exe. Once you type that, you'll hit enter. You'll be presented with a download screen as such, asking you to figure out where you want to save it. I'm going to save it here. I already had a copy, obviously. Now that it's finished downloading, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to install it. When I install it, I'm going to use all the default settings. I recommend the same to you. Just click next. I agree. Next. Next. Install. Finish. You're done. No need to mess around with any of that stuff. Just go right through it. Okay. Second to that, now that you've installed it, you'll have to find it under your programs. You click on the bottom programs menu. You bring it up to all programs. Once you do that, you scroll down to where you'll find something that says a Tractel. And yes, you would think you would find Zoiper. Excuse me, you would think Zoiper would be the name, but it's under a Tractel and it's Zoiper free. I've clicked it. I'm bringing it up. Now, Zoiper, for first time setup, will not have any account set up in it, and you'll need to do that, and we're going to go through that right now. There's an options wrench bar here, wrench icon here. Click the option wrench. Now, under IAX accounts, you see this little link that says add new IAX account. SIP, you can use SIP as well, but the way we set up our dialers is we use the IAX protocol between the computer and the dialer. You can type any name here. I'll type byteWORTH. If I could type correctly, it would help. Okay, there we go, byteWORTH. Now, up here, you're going to have your own information, and you should get that from an administrator and or the owner of your business. And we're going to use this information temporarily in order for this tutorial to work. Generally, not always, but generally that's what you're going to put in is going to be something like this, an IP address. I'm going to use phone extension. They call it, Zoiper calls this username, but technically we like to refer to it as the phone extension because we do have a username when we log into the web, but that's for later. For now, I'm putting in the credentials. The idea here is I'm going to click apply after I have these pieces of information, these three. Forget the caller ID name, you don't need it, just bypass it. Okay, check your audio device. The headset that you have plugged in should be the name of it in my case is Plantronics Blackwire, and it is already it's selected as the input device and the output device, and that's fine. I don't need it to be the sound mapper. I mean, the Microsoft Sound Mapper output is fine for me. Generally, this will be checked right here. Do not check it, uncheck it. Mic boost is up to you guys. If you have a lousy headset, you might want to boost the mic. Click apply on this page. Now I'm going to move down, and by the way, that was on audio devices. We made that selection on audio devices. Now I'm going to general options. You'll want to click this option to be sure it starts with Windows. It'll make your life easier. Up here it says start minimized. You can do that, it's up to you, but it's kind of nice to see that it's up and running, so I leave it like that. Okay, do not check, by the way, do not check the box that says check for updates, because then you'll get the most recent update, and in our opinion it's a headache. So click OK. Now what you want to watch for is you want to see below here that says registered. Under account it says registered. The button says unregister. Obviously this allows you to unregister the phone if you need to do that. Now if in fact it does not say registered and the button is still saying register, you've done something wrong. You've typed one of the following pieces of information incorrectly up here. You go back into options, you make whatever you click on byteWORTH, you make corrections here. Double check all your typing. Sometimes people make a mistake 2 and 3 times in a row. I can promise you when you get those credentials right and they match whatever is on the dialer, you're going to click OK, and within a few seconds you're going to see it registered. Okay. Now, next point here is you can click this X, and you should right now. Doesn't fully close Zoiper, it just puts it down in the system tray. Done. Now, I'm going to keep in mind, I'm going to go to the same IP address that I used in Zoiper. Let's go take a peek at that one more time. See how I'm bringing Zoiper up? Bring it up under the system tray, click once right there, come up to options. I used 70.166.23.144. Can copy and paste it if you like, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click up here, Control V, smack the enter key, and I'm on my way to log into the dialer. Okay, now keep in mind Zoiper's running in the background. Click Agent Login. Put in your credentials. For this example, I'm using 2010 on the phone extension, and I put in my password. Click Submit. Then I put in my user ID. My user ID for this example is 1005. Then you click on Campaigns. This will do a soft login, and it'll show you any campaign available. Go to the campaign that has been instructed by your manager or administrator. By the way, you'll need these credentials from that person as well, what your user login should be in the password. Now click Submit. Hold on, before I click Submit, when I click it, it's very critical that I hear a ring and that Zoiper is going to join me into a conference. Ready? Click Submit. Note, down here at the bottom on my taskbar, we have a flashing yellow light. Click it. Click Accept. That's critical. If you don't do that, your session will not work. Now I'm going to click X. Again, I'm not closing it, I'm just minimizing it. Now, here, upper left corner, click Resume, and that will start dialing. The system will start dialing. If I get a call, I'm going to hang up immediately. I do not want to pitch the call that comes to screen. So in a second, this button will light up. Okay, I'm going to hang up now. I hung up. When you hang up, it brings you to the next step of what needs to happen. it needs to know what happened. Did you have an answering machine? Did you have a busy signal? Well, in my case, I'm going to click busy signal. But before I put a disposition, because I don't want to continue to take calls, I'm going to come down here and click pause. Then I'm going to put busy. Notice the first time I click, it didn't execute. And that's a safety precaution. It's meant to be there. Now I'm going to click it again. And that just put the disposition on that last call of a busy. I'm actually paused. The green light means click me to go again. However, I don't want to go again because our tutorial is almost over. Next, I'm going to show you how to make an icon on the desktop to drastically simplify the login process. Okay, to do that, note upper right hand corner, not perfectly in the corner, but where my mouse is, you click log out. And this is important. Anytime you are finished, you be sure you're paused, and then you be sure to click log out. Notice that it sets you up to log in again, because this is very handy if you're taking a lunch or a break. You can log out, then you can come back and you quickly click here. And this is the very idea we're going to use to make a shortcut icon to get in quicker. If your browser's fully opened, you will not be able to easily get to your desktop. You have to first reduce the full size. I generally click here. Then you can move the browser over a bit to make room for where you're going to drop the icon. Then you come up here, and if you note, I'm going to click down to the left of this IP address right here. I'm going to click right down and leave the mouse down. I'm going to drag and I'm going to drop an icon on the desktop right now. I already had one, so I'm going to copy and replace it. There it is. Agent Web Client. That's my shortcut. Just so you know, I don't need to double click it because I'm already on the page. Every time you double click that icon in the future, it'll bring you right here. And if you're going to use the same campaign every day, you can just click submit and you're going to be logged in. That's how simple it is. You're logged in under the credentials that you previously put in. So that concludes the tutorial for how to set up a workstation. Okay, thank you very much. Again, this is Greg from byteWORTH Solutions. You can find our contact information at byteworth.com. On the contact page, we specialize in dialer solutions, particularly the Vicidial solution, and we have made several customizations. So if you're interested in purchasing one, we would appreciate your business. Give us a call. Thank you. Goodbye.